Hi again, this is Chef Reis. What I'm gonna try to make today is I'm trying to make some butter croissants. I ate a lot of croissants, I love croissants, but the first time I make them, so I'm gonna make croissants, butter croissants. I'm gonna say it's not an easy thing to do, but it's not that difficult, but it is difficult. There's a lot of steps, there's a lot of rollings you have to do. It's not just one roll. It's like 3 or 4 folds. So you got to put a lot of layers in it between the dough and the butter. So there's a lot of layers to do. So I'll be right back with the beginning. So of course the first ingredient you need is a lot of butter. A lot of butter. It's like 3 sticks of butter in it. I'm gonna need milk. Whole milk is better, but I only have skim milk, so I'm gonna make it with skim milk. Light brown sugar, I need a little bit of light brown sugar, flour, and yeast, okay? And I need a big cutting board to roll it out on, so I'm gonna do a wooden cutting board that I'm gonna use. I got a mixer, so when I make the dough, so I don't have to do it by hand. With a dough hook, and I got a pot to warm up the milk. So I'll warm up the milk to about 110 degrees. And now I'm gonna add the yeast to it and the sugar to it, and I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. So I combine the warm milk with the yeast and the brown sugar. I'm gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes until it starts foaming, like the yeast is trying to work on it. After about 5 minutes, when the yeast starts foaming to the top, add 3 3/4 cups of flour. And I'm gonna, with the dough hook on it, I'm probably gonna do that for about 7-8 minutes until it's nice and smooth. I just took the dough hook and I'm just gonna mix it in there. And then I'm gonna knead it by hand for a couple minutes afterwards. After about 5 minutes, 7 minutes with the dough hook, I'm gonna take the dough out. And I'm gonna put it in a lightly floured surface, and I'm gonna knead it for another 5 minutes. It's sticky dough, so you gotta put some flour once in a while. Right now, as you can see, there's no butter in it yet, so it's just pretty much the dough. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it into a rectangular piece, about 1.5 inches thick, which is about right. That's not much. So pretty much I'm gonna do this. About 1.5 inches. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna wrap it in cellophane and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for an hour. So I'm just gonna do, as you see, I wrapped it up in cellophane and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for an hour. Okay, what I did now, I took the three sticks of butter, I put some cellophane on the bottom and a cellophane on the top. I'm just gonna put it all together. I'm just gonna roll it a little bit. I'm gonna pound it down. Pound it down. I'm gonna stretch it out. I'm gonna roll it into about the size that I want to put the thing is. What I might do, I might just put a kitchen towel over the top, kind of roll it so it doesn't slide off. A little bit more. Yeah, just gonna let us rest until the dough comes out of the refrigerator. So that's pretty much what the butter looks like. And I'm gonna put this butter in between the layers of the croissant dough. Okay? Okay, now I'm ready for the first roll out the dough. So pretty much I took the dough out of the refrigerator. It's been in there for an hour. I'm gonna roll it out. I'm gonna sprinkle a little flour on the top, not much. So don't get too stuck with the rolling pin. I'm gonna roll it out a little bit. Gonna roll out until about maybe 10 by 15, 10 by 16. So this cutting board is about 16 by 10, so it's about the size of, a little bit smaller than that. So as you can see, I'm rolling it out. It's almost the right size. I'm gonna try to make this corner square. Make all the corners nice and square. It's about a 10 by, I'll roll a little bit more this way. Okay, I'm gonna turn it all this way. I'm gonna turn this way down. And I'm gonna put the butter. Butter all the way like this. Take the butter out of there. Made a little mess. I got a little excess butter in my towel, so I'm going to put that in there where it belongs. I'm going to fold it like I do a letter. Fold it into the middle. I'm going to fold into the middle again. I'm going to turn the board again this way. Make sure the corners are completely sealed up. The thing about this dough is having patience, waiting an hour every time. Now I'm going to roll it all again. I'm going to throw a little more flour in there. Roll it out again. Make sure it's not sticky, so I'm putting a little flour underneath. And I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dough back in the refrigerator for another hour. Okay, this is how the dough came out of the refrigerator. It's about 8 by 5. So I'm going to roll it again. The butter's a little hard inside. Okay, then I'm gonna fold it again this way. And I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator again for another hour. Guess what I did in between these hours? I go for a bike ride. I went for a walk the second time, except I got a little rain when I was going for the second walk. But no, I guess it was still outside. I might go for another walk. I took it out of the refrigerator, and now I'm gonna roll it out again. Put some flour on the cutting board. I'm gonna roll out again. As you can see, it's tough getting out of the cellophane sometimes. Since I only have small cellophane, I don't have a big roll. So I'm just gonna take that and roll it again until thin. Then I'm gonna fold it again. As you can see, sometimes it gets sticky because some of the butter comes out of the dough and it sticks to the wooden board. As you see, Quincy's always watching, always looking for some crumbs to fall, and he's always there. He's like the vacuum cleaner. If anything drops, he's right there to do that, to catch it for you. I'm going to fold it again, as you can see, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator again. And I'm going to repeat these 2 more times. Twice, I'll just wrap it up. I try to use the same cellophane and put it back in the refrigerator and use it 2 more times. And then as you see, I brought it out of the refrigerator. I'm rolling it again. And this time, going out for another walk. Going out for probably about maybe 2 miles. 2 miles. 2 miles takes me about 35-40 minutes. That's probably why I went out for a walk this time. And as you can see, if it keeps sticking, keep on letting flour to the bottom. Of course, sometimes the butter does come out. This too is out. I'm almost finished. So I'm gonna keep rolling it and fold it again. Put it in the refrigerator and repeat this 1 more time. 1 more time. So what you're doing, you're adding layers to the dough, so it comes out flaky. See, as you can see, I'm rolling up again, and stick it in the refrigerator. Okay, this is what the dough looks like coming out of the refrigerator. So now I'm going to take it. I'm going to throw a little bit of flour up, throw a little flour on the cutting board. I'm going to roll it. Roll it, and I'm going to turn it into croissants. I'm going to roll it until it's thin, until it's probably, I'll let you know. Should be pretty thin. And the thing with this thing, you shouldn't leave the dough, shouldn't make them too far at a time. So they say about 8 to 10 hours is maximum. If it starts getting, even this morning in the refrigerator, since it was in the refrigerator a little bit longer, it was already trying to proof a little bit in the refrigerator. So but you're trying to proof it around between 80 and 95 degrees. If you got it, since it's a butter dough, if you do it too hot, then the butter starts oozing out. Since there is a lot of butter in this dough. Okay, I think it's enough then. So now I'm going to cut it in half this way. It will take, okay, it's about half. And I'm just going to cut them this way, this way. Okay, and I'm pretty much going to take them. Start off with the thick side. You're just going to roll it. See? Roll it. Starting with the thick side. I said, the only thing about these butter doughs, they don't take, they're very hard to proof. So you gotta make sure you proof them slowly. Because like I said, you don't wanna proof them when you can tell, when you can say the dough is the butter's oozing out, that means the dough is overproofed already. So just keep doing this. A sandwich, they might have a 3-ounce croissant. That's what we use at the Hilton, a 3-ounce croissant. So you can see it's not that hard to do after you make the dough. The dough is very timing. I mean, it takes a long time to do it. What's the word I want to use? But after you make the dough, it's not so bad. So don't forget, you gotta, fold it over 3 times. Fold it like a letter in the refrigerator. Put an hour. Come bring it out, roll it out, fold it like a letter, put it back in the refrigerator for another hour. You gotta do that at least 4 times. Because what you're doing, you're setting layers, you're putting layers in the dough. Okay, I'm just about the last one done. I said, if you have any scraps left over, what I can do with them, you can do a little soufflés. And I'm gonna make some dough and make some soufflés out of them too. This is what they look like when they finish in the sheet pan. What I'm gonna do later on, just before, I'm gonna proof them for about an hour and a half until I see, you can tell it's probably, I'm not saying they're gonna double in size, but they're gonna come pretty close. But they're not at high temperature. So I'm gonna cover them up and then later on when they come out, I'm gonna egg wash them, and then I can shape them any way I want. If I wanna curve them, I can curve them, but I'll wait until they get a little easier to do. So I can curve them like this. Actually, I can do that now if I want to. But I'll do it later when they're less soft. Because right now they might not stay anyway, so. That's pretty much what you do, you fold them a little bit.
I'm going to turn the oven on to 275, and I'm going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're nice and brown.
I'm just going to egg wash these. Now they're nice and egg washed. And this is what the croissants look like when they come out of the oven. Nice golden brown color. And this is so I put the beans in there. This is the one I'm going to make a quiche out of these. I'm just going to take all the beans out and then make the custard and bake them back in the oven.